All right, welcome in. Happy Friday here, the 3rd of July. Wow, 4th of July weekend is almost here, and so is football for those of you guys that are still counting down the days. But we've got the final 3 matches of the round of 32 in the World Cup. We got plenty of Major League Baseball, little WNBA, and for you real basketball degenerates, we have the NBA Summer League kicking off here today. So when you put it all together, none of that screams Prez, which is why his ass is not here and won't be over the next couple of weeks. Art DeCesar is here. Carmine Bianco is here. I'm here. And let's be honest, that's all you need here. Art, always a pleasure to see you here, my man. Here we go, 4th of July weekend. Lot going on, but how did it go last night? I don't want to say there was, was anything really surprising last night for you guys at the books? How did you guys do?
Yeah, not really. Small losing day. It was just everything kind of added up, as far as baseball and the World Cup goes. But, just a small losing day for the book. But yeah, I don't think there was anything surprising. We had talked about we wanted Portugal out of there because of the future book. Would have been nice to get them out of there, but they advance, and that's okay because the Spain-Portugal game will see a lot of handles, so that's fine.
Carm, congrats. 5% winner yesterday on clients because you sucked on our parlay of the day yesterday. You kind of threw us for a loop there since 3 out of 4, and we could scream round robin all we want. Nobody here watching this ever listens. So, but it was a great call on Portugal getting it done. Nothing real crazy last night, right? Nothing out of the ordinary, did you see?
No, everything went as smoothly as possible. VAR very rarely interferes in a game. The Italian VAR was working the Portugal game here in Toronto. Downtown was completely shut down. They closed the highways. It was just a massive Croatian and Portuguese communities and coming out to the game, just hundreds. It was like 100,000 fans of each, I believe, something around that number.
Wow.
Downtown, man. It was absolutely unbelievable. Toronto's never going to see a crowd like that again because the Leafs will never win the Stanley Cup. And we'll leave it at that. The Prez is not here. So breaking news, the Prez is not here.
Oh, don't make me. Win the cup. Do not get me.
How about the Argonauts?
Yes, they are. The Argonauts, too.
Yeah,
yes.
Oh, the Argos. Yeah, the Argos. How many points in their game last night? Did they hit 100?
Yeah.
It was a high-scoring game, I heard.
Do not forget, you've got Kawhi coming back to the Raptors, so somebody will show up there. Art, 3 games left here in the round of 32 for the knockout stage. A lot of baseball here today, and a couple of WNBA games. So, and I believe Caitlin Clark has already been ruled out, if I'm not mistaken, this weekend, right? So, yeah, there's a shock. Go ahead, break it down for us. Tell us, where are the sharp bets so far today?
Absolutely. The one WNBA game, the report is they took over 181 in the Aces game. Baseball, they're on 3 sides. They're on the A's, they're on the Cubs, they're on the Angels. As far as the World Cup goes, they had initially bet the Egypt game under. It was 2, went as low as minus 140. And now they came back this morning, they were betting the over. So they were taking plus money on the over 2 at plus 120, plus 110. So we're now back to 2 under minus 120. They laid 2 with Argentina, no surprise. That was minus 115, now up to minus 130. So we need Argentina to win the game, but not win by more than 2. That would be a good result. And honestly, with the Egypt game, they're on the pick as well and pick on Egypt. So they're looking for Egypt to advance here. So that's really where the money has flowed in on these games.
Yeah. Pick, all right. You're going to pick your ass watching that game. I'll tell you that right now. That is going to be brutal, Carm. Brutal watching Paint Tribe, watching Egypt play soccer. Let me ask you this, Art and Carmine. Have either of you guys seen any matches that, the steam comes in, the money goes one way, and you're scratching your head here, Art, going, wow, I didn't see that coming here. Has it been profitable to chase the steam, fade the steam? What have you seen so far, Art, in the World Cup?
It's one of those things where when the steam initially comes, you always get buyback. There's been such great two-way action
Crazy
on a lot of these games, whether it's a total that gets steamed one way or, one of the three-way lines. Obviously, early in the tournament with all the early draws, a lot of people were chasing, draw prices. So that was a big thing. But yeah, I mean, the handle's been so good on this that, you find groups on either side. So it's worked out.
Carm, have you noticed any odd steam coming in through the days in some of these matches, or has it pretty much been even for you?
Pretty much even, but you look at like the one game yesterday, Portugal. So I released that one early, and I let my clients know, the ones that bought the World Cup package, that I expected the Portugal line to steam. Now, when it opened up at about minus 125, minus 130. It then dropped to like minus 115. I'm like, what am I missing here? And then it closed at minus 145. I'm not sure what it closed at Westgate, but it closed at 145 online at different books. And I was like, okay, so I was right. It did steam, but it initially steamed the other way. And I thought, am I missing something here on this game? Just because from an analytics point of view, Croatia, just to make it quick on this thought, Croatia had negative numbers coming into this game as far as like XG and other metric markers. And I thought that they just have no shot of winning this game. They made it a lot closer than I wanted. But the Portugal one seemed to be like Bitcoin. It drops and then it went back up.
Art, have you? Because I've actually had a ton of success in the knockout rounds in-game betting these, because the line, if you think, the micro markets in baseball where a pitcher, is it a ball, is it a strike? I'm not even a pitcher for the Guardians, and I'm still laughing at how much some of that moves. I got to tell you, the favorites, whatever it is about the hydration break, the first one, Art, like if the favorites are down early in the first 24, 25 minutes, the market, you can get the Englands, the USAs, like you can get these teams at a ridiculous price simply because they didn't score in the first 24 minutes. It's crazy how much the market moves in game with these.
No doubt. It happened to Brazil too the other day. I mean, there's a lot of teams that go down early, and you even see it too with the second half betting. If they go into the half, they're down 1-0. A lot of people do that with the second half, even maybe the over goals, because they got to come back and win the game, score 2 goals if you're at a 1 or a 1.5. So definitely see that with the second half betting. And you're right with the in game. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, we always talk about our groups faking one way to get a better price. Maybe you could see that too with some of this steam that happens. Carm mentioned Portugal went down to minus 115, minus 120, and we did close minus 145. So obviously it steamed back up 30 cents.
We saw a Carm with Team USA down, they were up a goal, and then all of a sudden a red card comes out, and the market completely flipped again, and you're going, wait, what's going on? The totals, too, like you'll have no goal, and then 1 goal, the total will move $8. Like, wait a minute, what just happened? Like, what are we doing here? What is going on?
We see it a lot of the times, and Joe, not to compare American football with this game of football that we're talking about right now, but you see the market react to an NFL game where the first drive of the game they go down the field. It's a scripted offense, and they score a TD, and all of a sudden the total just shoots up. If you like the under to start with, that first touchdown really shouldn't bother you. But like as Art mentioned, the Brazil trailing at halftime, and they weren't a huge favorite in that game. I think they went into the game against Japan minus 150, but you could get the double chance at halftime on Brazil if you thought they were going to come back and win or at least send it to extra time. You could get double chance at minus 130. So all they needed to do is either win the game in the second half or send the game to extra time, and you cash that bet.
England too,
which is better, as you mentioned.
England too. I mean, you got plus money on England now. Like they were just mind-boggling. So in-game betting, I think, a lot of opportunities there with some of these matches. And let's face it, you need something to keep you interested, because Egypt and Australia is going to be like watching paint dry here. All right, Art, we mentioned it earlier, parlay of the day. Somebody on this panel screwed us over yesterday, but we were 3 out of 4, which is a good reminder that, yes, round robin these. That's a good way to go.
And we hit the day before, so,
and the day before.
But eases the pain.
Yes, inevitably, somebody will come in and be like, you guys suck, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. But, Art, let's kick it off here. A lot of different ways to go here today. What is your pick for the parlay of the day?
They've been bad, but they're at home. It's a short price, and it's against the Mets, so give me the Braves.
Ooh, Braves it is. Carm?
Why do I feel like after what you just said there, Joe, Sophie Cunningham is pointing at me?
Yes.
But I am going to take Egypt to advance.
Ooh.
Not the 90-minute line, Egypt to advance. They're about minus 140. Some places have steamed a little bit to minus 150. I'll take them to advance, whether they do it in 90 minutes, extra time, or penalty kicks, minus 140 on Egypt to make it to the round of 16.
Interesting. All right. We'll talk about this later. But I have no idea why it is the Yankees are $1.80 favorite against anybody here, especially with Garrett Cole on the mound that is clearly going through it right now. And listen, Twins swinging a hot bat. The total is 10, by the way. Obviously, 90-plus degrees, wind blowing out at Yankee Stadium. You're likely getting runs, but I think we're absolutely getting runs from the Twins. So I'll take the 1.5, Art. I'll take Minnesota on the run line. Sure, why not? Until the Yankees actually win a game, I'll keep fading them here at that point. That is our parlay of the day. No UFC, you said, this weekend. Anything else coming up here, Art?
No, I mean, next weekend we'll have the big UFC card, obviously, in town in Vegas with Connor, so we'll obviously get into that later in the week, and then, we'll have all these great World Cup matchups to talk about next week.
Do you do do they still have the Nathan's hot dog thing on 4th of July? Do you do any of that?
No, but you can't. Nevada Gaming doesn't allow it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
they still do that at Nathan's for sure.
Stuffy ass. And no, it was Kobayashi and the other guys. The only ones worth. That's just absurd. Nothing like watching a bunch of people shove a bunch of hot dogs down. It's almost. Is that where Prez is, Carmine? Is that where Prez went? Is that? Yeah, he's going to.
He went to Coney Island.
He went to Coney Island, man, to get his hot dog on. That's what I think, man.
He lied about the World Series.
Have a happy 4th, Art. We'll see you again next week, there, man.
Yes, sir.
Art Caesar at the Westgate there. You know it, Carm. Yeah, we're gonna call him. He's gonna be. Yeah. He's at Coney Island first, man. He's definitely getting his hot dog. What is the?
As you're talking, I'm trying to find the price. Oh, novelty. Maybe here's
it's gotta be.
Oh, Nathan's hot dog. There it is.
There it is.
All right. We have
Joey Chestnut.
Wow, minus 2,000. Without Joey Chestnut, it's Patrick Bertoletti, an Italian, minus 250. Wow.
He's the other guy.
Forecast.
Yep.
I want to know how many hot dogs, though. Where are the hot dogs?
Well, they got to have underneath that, right? Well, they have Nathan's hot dog eating contest men. Total dogs eaten. Joey Chestnut, 65 plus. Oh, this is just absurd. This is absurd. You're right. Patrick Bertoletti, 58 or more hot dogs eaten. It's trading over at 23 cents. Carm, we got to pull a picture of this guy up. Most of these guys are all like $1.12. Like they're not even, they're not the fat bastards you think they are. It's amazing to me here. Patrick, you see him? Let me know when you find a picture of him because this looks way off to me. I can't. I'm laughing as I'm looking at it. I'm going, the amount of hot dog. And what is this, 10 minutes? I mean, what is it? I mean, I can't. You only got 10 minutes, I think, in this thing.
Yeah, it is. It's incredible. I could never do it because these guys soak their bread in water, and it's just.
Oh my God!
I found a picture of him, Patrick Bertoletti. Holy crap!
Now this is the total hot dogs eaten for these guys. Now Joey Chestnut, I guess if he eats 76 plus. That would be a 4th of July world record of some sorts. But you can see everybody else. It's, there he is, Bertoletti there. 50, what is it, 58 plus, 23 cents here. What are you thinking, Carm?
Yeah, he ate 58. I'm not sure what year this was, but it was the year that Joey Chestnut did not participate, I believe, in the...
Wow.
And he was crowned the hot dog eating champion. So there you go.
The guy that looks to be the favorite, the only one I'm seeing is 30, is James Webb, 49 or more. Seems to be a guy that at 38 cents? That's the best overpriced that I am seeing here for anybody. Is you have ridiculous how many hot dogs that is in 10 minutes? Oh my word. Oh, this is gross just watching it. Oh.
This is
he a big dude?
I wish I could. Yeah, well, here, I'm giving you the picture right now just so you can see what the guy looks like.
All right, I'm going to have to look this up.
Joe,
here. Give it to me so I can.
There you go. Here you go.
All right, hold on. Let me get it.
It's there for you.
Oh, my God. All right, you know what? I can see this, Carm. I can absolutely see this. Let me get this up for everybody. I can't believe they're still doing this, and nobody's actually dropped dead doing it. That's kind of crazy.
Now we know why Italy has not qualified for a World Cup in 12 years.
That's correct, Carm. That's the kind of athletes you're rolling with right now. I'm just telling you. Let me see here. Let me
hot dog
get
eating.
I
love the fact that they actually have like over unders for a lot of these guys. Like Jeffrey
this guy
Esper,
looks like a douche too. Look at this guy. I can't believe that guy's shoving it in like that. That's that's under. Oh, is that not him? Oh, I'm sorry, that's not him.
No,
I'm sorry.
No.
That guy.
No.
Oh,
there you go.
Look, Carm, how long would it take you to eat that friggin' hot dogs? Good Lord.
Yeah. Oh man!
Oh my God!
I could never do it. There's simply no way. You could offer me like $1 million to try and finish that, and it would never happen. My insides would blow up.
Oh, and Carm, the best part is too, like they soak the buns to get it down.
That's it. Yeah,
it is gross. It is absolutely gross.
I don't even get tomatoes on my burger because I don't want the buns, soft and whatever, soaked or whatever. So,
quick story, Carm. Back in my radio days, I actually had to cover a corned beef and pastrami. We got a restaurant down here called 2J's that has this pound of pastrami and corned beef on it, right, with rye bread. And Joey Chestnut was in that competition. Honestly, I wasn't right for like a week. I haven't touched a corned beef or pastrami sandwich. One guy's drinking red Gatorade during it. It looks like somebody murdered him. It was just crap hanging. I was like, this is the most disgusting thing I have ever seen in person ever. I've never seen one again, and I want nothing to do with it. So it is gross.
Here, I will dig up the pictures for next week. But let me tell you, back in my younger days, Joe, we have a festival here in the summer called the Chin Picnic for Italians. It is a huge thing on the stadium where the stadium is for where Portugal and Croatia played yesterday on the C&E grounds. It's called.
Right.
They had eating contests, and I would where they gave away prizes. I would enter 10 eating contests a day, be it watermelon eating contest, being tuna eating contest, and that was the Italian Unico tuna that was in oil, and you had to eat 6 cans of it. Pasta eating contest, bobbing for tomatoes, and people eventually wanted me barred because I kept winning these contests. I could eat back then. I can't eat now. I have one burger now and I'm done.
No, you're you and me, like, absolutely not. And I am not in a rush to woof things that quickly, that new. Just looking at this guy's picture, Carm, I feel like I've got to get a couple of Tums in going on here right now because it's that gross. And by the way, when I went to go interview Joey Chestnut afterwards, I swear, Carm, I'm holding a microphone like I'm thinking he is going to he looks like he is going to throw up for days. And I'm like, the guy ate 23 in 10 minutes, 1 pound pastrami and corned beef sandwiches with rye bread. It was just the most disgusting thing I have ever seen here. But Prez will be there this week. We'll see how many hot dogs he can shovel down there. I am looking very forward to seeing that. But in the meantime, Carm, we got a couple of other games that are actually markets here that I wanted to go over with you. Namely, since we're almost at a round of 16, I think this is the right time to look at the semifinal qualifiers here, because this is where I think we're running out of time to get some value here. If we're looking, let's see here. We've got Argentina still. And this is all about path still, Carm. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? This is still all about path. But France, obviously, is your favorite. Argentina, Spain. I mean, Spain at just, even money, essentially at 49 cents, making it, again, this is the semifinals. Now, they're on the same side as USA, right? So, but that's also the same side as France, is it not?
Yes, it is. So what happens is after the USA beats Belgium, and they will beat Belgium. My thoughts. I'm not pandering to our American audience here. I honestly believe the USA is going to beat Belgium, but it is shaping up, as you see those 4 teams, that those 4 teams can meet in the semifinals. France playing Spain, and Brazil playing Argentina. That is the path. They would meet in the semifinals. 4 teams, an epic. Obviously, the ones that can throw a bit of, England, Colombia, possibly. I think at some point, Mexico is, once they have to leave Mexico and actually play in the U.S., things will change for them. Portugal could throw something into the fire as well, too, because they got by Croatia. They dug down deep. They play Spain next. It's going to be an absolutely epic battle, I believe. And then, can you imagine if the USA beats Belgium, as I expect, and Portugal knocks off Spain? It is USA and Portugal for a spot in the semifinals.
Well, then let me ask you this, Carm. Looking at the no market, right? And again, this is the semifinal market. So we're looking at the top, the final 4 teams here. So which one of these one of those top ones has to lose, right? So which one is worth investing in the no market?
I am gonna go with my good friend Jesse Schul and say no on Argentina. I think he said Lionel Messi was washed up. Wow. I'm not prepared to say he's washed up, but I'm also going to say that they have yet to beat anyone of metal. They have not played anybody yet, and they're going to have to play like they're playing the powerhouses of Cape Verde,
right,
where the population is 525,000 people.
Wow.
There's more people downtown Toronto watching the Portugal game than live in Cape Verde. But after Argentina win today, they're going to have to play some better teams. Next up would likely be, if they win today against Ghana, would be Colombia. Okay. And that is South American teams. And Colombia beat them in World Cup qualifying as well, too, for this tournament. Colombia could pull off the upset. If Brazil continues their path, Argentina would have to play Brazil. And I would think, I'm biased here, but I'm high on this Brazil team still. I'm trying to convince people, same way I tried to convince people in 2018 that Croatia was better than a lot of people thought, at 40-1 back then. And they made the finals, eventually losing to France 4-2 in that game. Argentina at no for me, Joe.
I like it at that price, Carm. I kind of like it here. And listen, the big thing, I think the only reason Spain is not more expensive is because of their past shortcomings this time when we get to this point in the World Cup here. They've never not had the talent. They just never broke through and figured out a way to get it done. So people are expecting much of the same. But I think this is your last chance to get them at even money at right now. If you think they're going to come out of that side, and then Team USA, like you said, there is a path at 20 cents, but they're going to have to knock out a couple of interesting teams along the way, which might also be interesting in fading them. But it's all about path here, Carm, as we're getting ready for the 16, and some of those no markets, I think, is where you need to start concentrating when it comes to the semifinals in the World Cup. Guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Become parts of the WagerTalk TV family. We certainly appreciate you stopping by and hanging with us here today. We still got Major League Baseball. We'll run them down for you. Carm will give you the World Cup rundown. We'll jump into the mailbag section and get it going. But first, who doesn't love, even though he's not here, to watch the Prez in a leotard? I know Carm does. So time for some business here, Carm. What's the business for you here today over at WagerTalk?
Yeah, a couple plays up today to close out the round of 32. We are having a phenomenal World Cup thus far. 56.44 units of profit, 64%, I think, hit rate as well, too, and over 30% ROI. It's been a phenomenal World Cup, number one at WagerTalk, and we're just going to keep going. So we're going to get by today with a couple winners, hopefully, and head into the weekend up 60 units or so. And yes, I worked VAR yesterday at the Portugal game, and because I had a 5% play on Portugal, so I awarded them a penalty kick and then negated the goal at the end by Croatia, which would have sent the game to extra time and possibly penalty kicks. Listen, sometimes you need an Italian working the VAR station there, because we're not in the World Cup, so you got to employ us somehow. But yeah, there you go. 64.4% thus far, 38, 21, and 4. So a very good sample size, and 31.4 ROI. So it is by far our best World Cup since coming out at WagerTalk. And the previous two were profitable as well, too. So this one's at 56. And I came in with a goal of 40, Joe, and we are at 56 and still climbing. I'm not giving up. I'm going for 70 or 80.
Love it. Got no reason not to head over, guys. WT.buzz/CB. Hop on board. Take advantage of the rest of the World Cup. Carm has been absolutely killing it. Same thing. We swept the board last night. Major League Baseball went 2-0. Now 8-3, as well as up, I believe, now 42 units here over the last 50 days. So head over to my page. I've got a best bet locked and loaded here tonight in Major League Baseball. Take advantage of the 4th of July special, too, guys, where you can you get basically 7 days for the price of 3. I mean, it's a great deal. 7 days. It's basically buying a 3-day all access, and you get 4 extra days. So 7 days for the price of a 3-day package at $69. Take advantage of it here, 4th of July. That will go away tomorrow, so take advantage of it while you can. Get those 7 days locked and loaded over at WagerTalk.com. All right, Carm, we've got some rundowns to do. I will run through MLB, and then we'll pass it over. You can run down the World Cup games here today. We're going to start with little afternoon action. Cardinals at the Cubs, 4 o'clock Eastern. Peterson, who looked really good after being traded from the Mets. Yeah, I don't know that that's going to work out again here. Cardinals to town. I like Palante. He's coming off a terrible start. Wind is still blowing out at Wrigley, but I like the Cardinals to get it done there. Nats and Pirates. Griffin versus Keller. I do not understand why everyone loves the Pirates here. I like the Nats. I already told you how I feel about the Yankees. I like the Orioles over the Reds with Rogers versus Singer. I like the White Sox, in fact, to finally bounce back here and get one from the Guardians. Gavin Williams on the mound for the Guardians. Nobody wants the White Sox, which is exactly why I want them there. Mets and Braves. Yeesh, this is just disgusting, this game here. But the Braves should be able, with Holmes on the mound, to get it done. Scott going for the Mets. I like the Braves at home. I like the Giants with Logan Webb on the mound over the Rockies. I do like the Astros, in fact. I don't trust Nick Martinez. I think he's due for a blow-up. They are at Houston, in fact, and I think the Astros get it done even with Arrighetti on the mound. Red Sox and Angels. I like the Angels there. The Marlins are at the Athletics. Marlins might get a little road fatigue here coming from altitude. Now they got to go to Sacramento. Likely playing an over in this game one way or the other. The Brewers taking on the Diamondbacks. Also likely going to get runs in this one, over 8.5. And then you've got the Dodgers with Ohtani and 8 days of rest, laying 250. I don't know. Padres haven't won in a month. Michael King just lost to the Dodgers here, but call me crazy. I'm going to take the under in that one there. And the Blue Jays, Carm's Blue Jays with Dylan Cease on the mound, taking the Mariners here. Yeah, I'm going to take an under in that one as well. All right, Carm, World Cup rundown, my man. It is all you. What do we got today?
All right, we'll start from the early game, which goes, I think, at 2 p.m. today, Eastern time. Egypt and Australia. This is one where I don't see a lot of goals in this one. It's either going to go to it's going to be 0-0 or 1-1. I think this one goes to extra time and eventually penalties. I think you could take the draw plus 190 in this one. Not a lot of goals in this one. Won't be exciting. And other than degenerates or anyone from Egypt or Australia, there's really no reason to watch this game. Just rest up for the Argentina game instead. But Egypt to advance, minus 140. I believe they get it done, whether it's in 90 minutes or extra time or penalties. They will advance to the round of 16. Argentina and Cape Verde. Argentina's a 2-goal favorite in this one. I don't think Cape Verde is going to score a goal or even cross midfield more than a few times in this one. Argentina, I say you lay the 2 goals here. They win by at least 2, which would be a push. But I think they win by 3 or 4 clear goals in this one. And the 3-0 score line is plus 475. The correct score is plus 475 on Argentina. You normally never see a price that low. That's the second lowest price other than 2-0, which is plus 425. Colombia and Ghana. I originally gave this out on a free play video at minus 190, and I said to play because it would steam. It's now at plus 235. It's steamed 45 cents. I think a better way to play this one. I don't think Ghana is going to score in this one. I think Colombia, their midfield's very good. They can control the ball. They will have a lot of the ball possession. Colombia win to 0, which means they win the game and don't allow a goal, is minus 135. That's the way to go. Colombia win to 0 in the final game of the round of 32.
Love it, Carm. Love it. All right, we got plenty going on here in the mailbag session as well, Carm. So why don't we take a look at some of these, including the fact that we talked about it yesterday. People are very miffed about why the press doesn't like any of the actors that we mentioned in yesterday's show. Trust me, guys, do not try to figure out the press's logic there. I love that. What is it? Red Legs fan? Is that what that is? Red Legs fan 1980 says, yes, Jason Kelce will not be attending the actual wedding at Madison Square Garden because he's going to be in it. Interesting. Then he added duh at the end of that one there, Carm. I guess there is a difference between actually attending the wedding and being in the wedding. So that's a good point, though. I like that. Freebird 1988 says breaking news. Oh, yes, that was a good one yesterday. Also, we've got maybe people starting to finally see the truth. Watch Occupied documentary as a recommendation. Also, Tavares did actually want to come to Toronto, though, regardless of his prime or not, was still one of the best players to come there and played hard for them. That's Josh Buck, 496. And I believe that was in response, Carm, yesterday to you mentioning nobody wants to play for Toronto in their prime. Nobody wants to come there. Is Tavares, I guess, right? Boy, how long before he realized this was a mistake?
Well, it didn't take long. Listen, Tavares, he served the Leafs well, and he took a contract. But listen, he was a Toronto boy. There was they called him Pajama Boy because there's images of him as a kid in bed with his Toronto Maple Leafs blankets and comforter and his pajamas and what have you. But there's a reason why the New York Islanders let him go. And that's what you always have to remember.
Yep.
The Edmonton Oilers aren't letting Draisaitl and McDavid go. Those are guys in their prime. Nathan McKinnon, he's not being let go. There's a reason why, and I'm sorry, because Toronto, and I will say it again and again, is a toxic fan environment and media as well too, and the players just don't enjoy it. You spend your whole life trying to get into the NHL, and when you get here to the NHL, not here as in here, but as the NHL, when you get there, the last thing you want is for people to make your life absolutely miserable. And the argument, well, they're paid millions of dollars, they should take that abuse. No, it doesn't matter how much they're being paid. You never take that abuse. You just go out there and you give your best effort. I'll give Tavares credit. He did that, but there's a reason why the Islanders let him go and why he was booed vehemently every time he returned back home as well too. He could have re-signed with them, chose not to, came to Toronto. So that's it. But one player, look at everyone else. Damn, they signed Larry Murphy, I think, at one time. That guy was walking with a cane when they signed him. There are numerous players. It's just the way it is, Joe.
It's crazy.
And I will die on my sword. I died on the sword saying it.
I know
no
you will.
player of any metal will ever come to Toronto. Austin Matthews wants out. We'll see if that ever happens.
Scott 9286 says Carm always finds ways to throw the Leafs under the bus. He says Carm at least wait until the season starts while I watch Puck Time. He says great job, guys.
Scott's a good guy.
805 Noodles, let me tell you this. Beginning next week, Carm and I will do this. He said, Carm, that you and I, in the Predictive Markets segment, let's go over some of the exact score numbers that they have in those markets there. We will do that for the 16 round of 16 that is coming up. So a lot to get to next week. Of course, we'll be back again. The 16 will be all set by that time there, Carm. Should be a whole lot of fun to watch that go down. Don't forget, visit Carm's page. Take advantage. The guy is absolutely crushing it in the World Cup right now. There's the numbers. They speak for themselves. Head over to my page. Hop on board, rolling in Major League Baseball. It's all about padding those numbers, Carm, as we head into that much closer to college football and the NFL season. Take advantage of that 7 days, $69, guys, right now. 4th of July special. 7 days of all access for the price of 3. It's a great deal. Take advantage of it. Enjoy yourselves. Make sure you're counting all the fingers and toes. Don't do anything stupid. Come back and join us. Nobody wants to be Jason Pierre-Paul. Do not get Jason Pierre-Paul. I'm just saying, don't come back with the, what happened? Be careful out there on the 4th of July, guys. We'll see you again next week on Monday for another edition of the best betting show ever. Cheers.